We are about to share with you the top 3 most mysterious and terrifying stories of the last 100 years. These tales remain unsolved to this day and are guaranteed to give you chills while you enjoy uncovering their secrets. If you're ready, let's begin. The mysterious Dyatlov, which has not been found for 50 years. Mysteries of Somerton Man. The mystery of Skeleton Lake. The Dyatlov Pass incident, one of the darkest and most terrifying stories in history, refers to a mysterious and chilling event that occurred in 1959 in the Ural Mountains of Soviet Russia. During this event, a group of 9 mountaineers went missing while hiking in the area of the Gora Chachbel and were found weeks later under very strange and frightening circumstances. The main goal of the Dyatlov group was to undertake an expedition in 1959 to the northern part of the Ural Mountains, towards the Otorten mountain, and test their mountaineering skills. The group had decided to follow a difficult alpine route and aimed to both develop their professional mountaineering abilities and earn relevant certificates and diplomas. Dyatlov and his team wanted to test their climbing skills by tackling tough mountain passes. Since the group was made up of students for most of them, this was their first serious journey in the high mountains. There are many different theories about the incident, including the possibility of a natural event such as an avalanche, extreme weather conditions, the group's psychological state, or even military experiments. The Dyatlov Pass incident has become even more intriguing due to the secrecy surrounding the Soviet era and the many unsolved mysteries that still surround it. This tragedy continues to raise questions both historically and culturally, and analyses of the event remain ongoing. But the most interesting part is yet to come. This photo was reportedly taken by tourists who were in the area at the time, and the most intriguing theory is based on this image. According to this theory, when the mountaineers left their tent, they most likely encountered a creature known as the Yeti. The Yeti is a large, terrifying creature, believed to live in mountainous and snowy regions. It is claimed that the mountaineers, upon seeing this creature, panicked and fled their tent. Some even suggest that the Yeti killed some of the group members, further frightening them, and brutally mutilated their bodies.
Some researchers link this incident to the Soviet Union's secret military experiments. According to these claims, the members of the group may have accidentally discovered Soviet nuclear tests or other high-risk experiments, and as a result, they were killed. Traces of radiation found on their bodies are presented as key evidence supporting this theory. However, the Soviet government has stated that such activities were never conducted. The leader of the group was Igor Dyatlov, who was known as one of the experienced mountaineers. The members of the group were made up of students from various universities and amateur climbers. Their goal was to conquer this mountain summit.
Dyatlov had a highly purposeful and tough personality. His advanced mountaineering skills and leadership abilities had earned the trust of the group members. He was also known for his precise planning and problem-solving skills. When organizing the expedition, he had taken all the necessary precautions to ensure the safety of the group. However, the tragedy that occurred was unexpected even for him. When the bodies of the group members were found, it became evident that some of their deaths were unusual. For instance, some of the members had their eyes removed, and their tongues and ears were missing. Heavy internal injuries or radiation were found in their bodies. Various theories have been put forward regarding the cause of the incident. Some researchers suggest natural causes, such as an avalanche or atmospheric phenomena, while others claim that the event resulted from much more secret or even supernatural causes. This incident remains an unsolved mystery and has led to numerous investigations. In 1959, a group of 10 mountaineers set out for an expedition to climb the Gorachash Bell in the Ural Mountains. A few days later, on February 12th, the group's tent was found, but they were nowhere to be found. The condition inside the tent was very strange. The sides of the tent were cut open, and the belongings inside had been kicked around. Many of the mountaineers had cut open the tent and fled, and several were found wearing only their underwear. They had left behind their tools, clothes, and personal items inside the tent. Additionally, many of them were found partially naked, indicating that they were in a panic and had been caught in a sudden and terrifying situation. After a search, the bodies of the group members were found weeks later. Several bodies were completely swollen, showing signs of severe internal injuries or fractured skulls. However, even more bizarre were the injuries found on the bodies, which seemed to suggest external interference. Many of the bodies had their eyes removed, and some had lost their tongues and ears. The most frightening discovery, however, was the presence of strong radiation found on some of the bodies. These findings led many to believe that the incident was shrouded in mystery and remained incomprehensible. One of the most discussed and intriguing aspects of the Dyatlov Pass incident is the presence of a friend who was not with the group at the time of the tragedy. This person, Yuri Yudin, was a member of the Dyatlov group, but became the only one to survive the event. Yuri Yudin had initially joined the expedition, but at the start of the journey, he was forced to leave the group due to health issues. He experienced dizziness, back pain, and problems with his knee, which led him to decide against continuing the expedition. Since the remaining group members had only a few days left to travel, they agreed to continue without him. Yuri Yudin has generally spoken positively and admiringly about the members of the Dyatlov group. He emphasized that each of them was highly skilled and experienced in mountaineering. Although the group members had different personalities, they were all very close and shared a sincere, friendly bond. Yudin has stated that he continues to face many questions and inquiries about the incident, but has never been able to find definitive answers. When discussing the Dyatlov group, he always remembers them like a family and emphasizes that the event was a great loss, both for him personally and for the entire world. The Soviet government initially conducted an investigation into the incident, but they did not provide detailed or transparent information. The official explanation stated that the group's tent had been abandoned and that the deaths were due to natural causes, but the full details of the incident were never fully disclosed. Nevertheless, the fact that the case remained a mystery for such a long time reflects the social and political climate of the era. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most mysterious and puzzling tragedies in history. The causes and consequences of the event have still not been fully clarified, and interest in the case has never waned. Researchers and enthusiasts continue to propose new theories every year, but the complete truth behind this tragedy remains elusive. The deaths of Dyatlov and his group will remain a dark mystery in world history. The Taman Shud case is an intriguing and mysterious incident that occurred on December 1st, 1948, in South Australia's Somerton Beach, where the body of an unidentified man was discovered. This story remains an unsolved mystery and has attracted worldwide attention. John Lyons is one of the key witnesses in the Somerton Man case, and his name frequently appears in the main investigations of this mysterious incident. His role is linked to the discovery of the body on the beach at the very beginning of the case. In December 1948, a traveler discovered a body on Somerton Beach and immediately reported it to the police. The body was that of a man lying on his back. He appeared to be in a calm and natural position, resembling someone who was sleeping in the literal sense of the word. There were no signs of violence, struggle, or any visible injuries near the body. Unusual details were found in the clothing of the discovered body. All the labels on his outer garments had been removed, as if someone had deliberately attempted to prevent his identification. A few months later, a piece of paper was found in the pocket of the body, bearing the Persian phrase, Taman Shud. This phrase, taken from Omar Khayyam's famous book, Rubaiyat, means ended or the end. This discovery deepened the mystery of the case. The torn edges of the paper suggested it had been deliberately removed from a specific copy of the book. The police launched an extensive search to locate the remainder of the book. After several weeks of investigation, a man contacted the police, claiming to have found a copy of the Rubaiyat containing the same phrase. Inside the back cover of the book, two intriguing discoveries were made. 1. A mysterious cipher all written in ink, which remains undeciphered to this day. Some speculate it might contain a secret message. 2. A phone number that led the investigators to a local nurse, raising questions about her potential connection to the case. Despite these findings, the significance of the phrase, the cipher, and the book remains unresolved, further cementing the enigma of the Somerton Man case. During the autopsy of the body, it was determined that the man might have been poisoned. However, no trace of any known poison was found in his body or blood. This suggested that the poison could have been an extremely rare and difficult to detect substance. The fact that this incident occurred during the Cold War era, coupled with the mysterious nature of the body's discovery, strengthened the theory that the man might have been a spy. Some researchers claim that the ciphers in the book could have been related to a secret messaging system. Rachel Egan has become a key figure supporting the claims of a familial connection to the Somerton Man through modern research. However, the genetic studies conducted in 2022, which identified the Somerton Man as Carl Charles Webb, brought these relationships into question once again. The new evidence does not definitively confirm that Robin Thompson was truly the Somerton Man's son, but it remains a strong possibility. This story highlights not only the advancements in forensic science, but also the complexities of human relationships and connections. Rachel Egan brings an emotional perspective to the case, tying this mysterious man's story to a modern context and illustrating the enduring intrigue and humanity behind the mystery. The mystery of Skeleton Lake. Skeleton Lake, also known locally as Roopkund Lake, is a natural wonder located in the Himalayan mountains of Uttarakhand, India, that has drawn worldwide attention, both scientifically and mystically. The lake, situated at an altitude of approximately 5,029 meters, is surrounded by snow year-round. What truly makes this lake famous, however, is the hundreds of human skeletons found in and around it. This unique feature has earned Roopkund Lake the nickname Skeleton Lake. Roopkund Lake is a small glacial lake with harsh climatic conditions. The lake remains frozen for much of the year. Surrounded by rocky terrain, it is part of the mesmerizing natural beauty of the Himalayas. Yet beneath this scenic landscape lies a chilling history. Discovered in 1942 by forest guards, the lake has since attracted the interest of scientists, archaeologists, and tourists alike. It is estimated that there are between 600 and 800 human skeletons around the lake. These remains date back to the 9th century CE. The skeletons, which become visible during the frozen periods of the lake, were found to be remarkably well preserved. However, the question of why so many people were present in this region at the same time has remained a mystery for many years. Research indicates that most of these individuals died from severe blows to the head and shoulders. These findings are supported by injuries observed on the skulls. Scientists suggest that these injuries were caused during a massive hailstorm. During this storm, hailstones the size of cricket balls struck people, leading to their deaths. Recent genetic analyses have revealed that while a significant portion of the skeletons belong to individuals of South Asian origin, another group appeared to have Mediterranean ancestry. This suggests that the region may have been visited by different groups at various times. Some theories propose that these individuals may have been on a religious pilgrimage to the area. Roopkund Lake serves as an important site for archaeological and genetic research. It is also an excellent location for natural scientists studying glacial lakes. With its mystery and beauty, the lake continues to fascinate both scientists and adventurers. Skeleton Lake remains one of the most intriguing places in the world, celebrated for its natural beauty, historical depth, and unresolved mysteries. Symbolizing both the power of nature and the fragility of humanity, the lake offers its visitors a truly unique experience.